Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm right in my hands is Ultimate Black Panther at number 11, a rather intriguing issue. Written by Bryan Edward Hill, guest art by Carlos Nieto, colored by David Curiel, and lettering by Cory Petit. First thing that is interesting about the issue is the fact that the Sorcerer Supreme that is on the cover is not in the issue at all. Instead, this is one where the forces of Moon Knight basically confront some of the forces of Wakanda and put out a challenge. So in this world, Wakanda is isolated, and that there is this force of like Moon Knight and other, I would say, mysterious forces on there. We've got like two characters, but I'm not totally convinced that there's not more to this. They are themselves trying to take over parts of Africa for, well, reasons. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's resources, but whatever. So basically, they have been playing off the populism of that's out there, in that the greater forces that lead Africa are not helping the average people, and that's what this issue is really about. T'Challa is challenged by Moon Knight for combat to kind of like end everything after being offered a challenge to split everything. And T'Challa decides to go out to see the land himself, and what he discovers is that there's the average people trying to survive, and they are caught in between greater forces who are destroying the world around them and stealing the resources while leaving the average person to just kind of deal. So really, it kind of puts this entire series into focus. What we're seeing is a reflection of what's going on in the world today, is that there are oligarchs, there are powerful people who are using a aloofness by leadership, an aloofness that has left the average person to suffer, to not really get ahead, and if nothing, maybe fall behind a bit, and it's being kind of wrapped up in populism. Unfortunately, this populism is followed by nationalism, as often is the case, and we kind of see that here as well. And I think Black Panther is kind of getting that clue, that Wakanda has been isolated, that it has hoarded its knowledge and its technology, and the people around it has suffered. So he has figured out that to beat Moon Knight, he not only has to go and meet this person in combat, but then also engage the people of Africa, share their knowledge, share their wealth, share their technology, share their medical abilities to benefit society. And that's the real way that you're going to defeat Moon Knight and those forces. To beat it in the long run, that you need to actually lift up the people around you so that they have no reason to fall for that ideology and fall for that demagoguery. It's a really interesting issue. I think it lays out the political aspects of this series, the fact that this is kind of give and take, that there's a lot of like movement in battle that's not on the battlefield, and I think it's been the really interesting thing about the series. Like, this is the real like political machination, maneuvering series. This isn't all about action. So yeah, it's a good issue. I think as far as like moving things along in that department, it's really, really interesting. And T'Challa, which I thought he already kind of picked up on this, but clearly this is the one where he kind of makes this statement, has kind of laid down his vision of what needs to be done. So yeah, it's an interesting issue, other than the fact that the Sorcerer Supreme is on the cover and nowhere near within. Is maybe the only negative about it, but overall, like, really interesting direction, interesting issue, interesting piece of the puzzle. So you can go get this. It's an intriguing series that falls much more in, like, I would say, the political spectrum of storytelling, and not so much the action. This is a lot of like movement and understanding like what's really motivating the people and the villains and stuff like that. So you can go get this from comic shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site. And speaking of support, just watching our video support us as always, so thank you for that. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.